Hello and welcome out to High Priestess Healer 1111. My name is Angela and I'm here to do a reading for you today. It's going to be for Virgos. And just before I got started, I channeled a message for you. It was very deep and I felt it. So what I felt was kind of like, when you're really, really cold, right? But then like the sun on your back feels so good. And it's like it gets so cold that you've got to turn around and get warm. It's like you want more of that feeling, right? Because now it feels good, it's blissful. That's where you want to be. You want to be happy. Yeah, you want peace. And so I feel that the sacrifices that you need to make are ones that you're going to take. Okay, plain and simple, channeled message. Whatever is happening in your life, it's fueling you to move forward during this Mercury retrograde season. I feel you using this time wisely to you know uh, attend to the triggers that come up, and make sure that they're not existing anymore. Okay, so taking care of them, right? Because you just want to make peace with your past and give thanks to the people that have helped you persevere, even if it was over quote unquote failure. Okay, because failure, the card says here from the Soul Evolution deck, says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Okay, so you've persevered through something. Okay, and these are all purple, so you really, really opened your heart space to the divine and your mind. Okay, and that's how you got to where you're at. Okay, to be balanced. So that's your channel message. You always go back to that phrase when you feel off balance. It's because you're not aligned with the divine. Okay, so you're making a judgment call on something, or something is coming to birth, like the judgment card, like rebirth. Okay, so it's like a renewal that you're going through. And this is what it feels like. It feels happy and blissful, warm, peaceful. Okay, so this is where you're coming to. Okay, this is a miracle to you because, of issues in the past that, just weren't of good resonance, and didn't feel good, right? So now you're in a space where you are, it's like this is the harvest moon. So now you are harvesting the goods in you that you planted, all this time before, trying to nourish it, and now it's starting to harvest on the outside, which what you planted and been nurturing in the inside. Okay, that's your channeled message there. So I'm proud of you for that. I like all this so far. Balance. It says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world. Whoa. Okay. So that is, you may have had some kind of breakup or failure in a relationship. Possibly not, but it's underneath this one here that says failure, and it says love. So, or you could be needing to make a decision right here between two people, or you've just renewed yourself, and now you're ready for your divine counterpartner, right? All things that could be happening at the moment. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So I think that's how you get to a space in your heart where you can feel love for another, when you cannot judge them. Okay, if that resonates with you. If it doesn't, write it down, because it's going to be one of those huge, karmic lessons that you need to learn to, get to where you want to be, feeling good and amazing and awesome and living your best life, okay? Success. So success is around the corner, okay? I know that there is no greater goal than love. Wow, okay, it's supposed to be here and I put it over here. And that's because, like I said, love and judgment go together. When you can not judge a person anymore, just realize that everyone's on their unique journey. No need to be judging other people, then I guess you can, that's like no greater love, that's no greater like feeling than to have someone accept you, to understand you, or at least to understand you, or at least not to judge you is what I meant to say. So that's the channel message as well. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So, I mean, how could you be judging if you've seen all the good, okay? So we can get into a really good rut of seeing the bad, and then going in a downward spiral, right? As we see here. It's like, it talks about self-esteem. So if you say, I know there's no greater goal than to love, then where is it going to start? It's going to have to start with self-love, okay? And that's going to help you with your self-esteem, because when you jot this down, when you believe in yourself, okay, then your self-esteem goes up, okay? Because the self-esteem comes from the self, okay? So you have to remember who you are, love who you are. I mean, just like you love some other people, you really should feel in your heart love all the time, love for yourself. You should be feeling love, not loneliness, okay? And let's see, I know that I am never alone. So that is one thing that helped you or will help you if you haven't gone through this part of your process of your soul evolution, is to know that the spirit realm is there, okay? And so you're actually never alone. Your ancestors, angels, spirit, mother goddess, I mean, you name it, okay? The angels are there, your spirit guides, archangels, okay, ascended masters. So you're never alone, okay? Never. And then, of course, your soul tribe that you can always tap into on a 5D level, okay? And call them in as well. So right now, yes, you're being asked to have courage, okay? You're coming to the end of a cycle where you are feeling, like you failed, or you have bad self-esteem, or you feel lonely, or you feel like you're being judged, or you feel unbalanced, or you feel like you're overwhelmed, right? There's just, negative mindset, or, you have fear right now, okay? You are starting to imagine what your life could be like if you made changes that renewed who you are, right? That gave you the kind of life that you want, because now you're seeing things from a bird's eye view, okay? Once you get to the level after this, okay, these are things you have to learn. You see things from the larger perspective, okay? And you get to imagine wherever you want to go and whatever you want to be. Right now, what's fueling you is that you just don't want to be here anymore, right? Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone, okay? So love yourself, it talks about yet again. And it says, I see myself in everyone. So if you love yourself, then love other people like you love yourself, right? So that's what I see here. It's going to come to pass, this success and courage, this fearlessness, this level of high self-esteem again, this ability to get back on track to thinking positive, and seeing the good in the moment and in people. And that's going to make you feel lighter, that's going to make you feel renewed, because you're going to put things into perspective and remember, okay, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. You are the one who brings balance and harmony into your life by the way you act or react, right? So right now in retrograde will be triggered a lot, okay? And you're gonna be asked to have the courage to refrain from reacting in the way that you did before. Okay, so have a seat with yourself, and if there's things that you are in your life that are making you feel unbalanced, unloved, um, lonely, defeated, um, yeah, just any of those, you are being highly suggested to go within, okay? You and find your core and connect with the divine. And if you don't have the courage, you can ask for it, and the divine helps you with his divine magic, divine miracles, divine energy, divine love, okay? Because that's what he can do for you if you believe, okay? So either you'll need to summon up this fearlessness, right? Because you remember this courage is coming because you want to be renewed and you're starting to feel good and you want to stay there. You're trying to get out of these lower level feelings, okay? So this is fueling you. You're like, okay, I'm done with this. This is giving me the courage. I'm tired of feeling like this, and that's what fuels you to focus and don't stop. It's like, I can't, no, this is no longer acceptable, in my lifestyle. I have new perspectives. I've got, new boundaries. I've got new, whatever, morals, or, whatever, however, wherever your imagination takes you, right? And so you're like, this is my life. I'm renewed, and I pray that people will come around me that are meant to come around, right? So let's see if we have anything from the romance angels. This looks like more about a lot of self-love thing deal, but we can do love. I put this over love. It says worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life, okay? So whether you're reconciling with whoever you're with, your partner, um, or someone that's coming in, could be. I'm not sure yet. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. Didn't know where it was at. It is divine timing, okay? It's divine timing for this love. It's in the dead center of my spread too here. I never just use 9 card and 3 rows, but so I like that. That's pretty neat. That's good. Divine timing. Divine timing in and of itself is waiting for, because it's just, it's yummy, whereas anything else feels very destructive and like uncomfortable, and yeah. So there looks like there will be an engagement at some point. There is a past life relationship coming in here, so the loneliness will no longer be at that point, okay? But it says deception. Someone is wearing a false mask. Mask in this relationship. So, I mean, it could be you, it could be them, it could be both. Either way, don't worry about them, okay? Because we're saying we don't judge. Just own up to whatever is going on in your existence and with your behaviors. Were you pretending? Were you being honest? Were you being authentic? I mean, maybe you thought you were and you weren't, or maybe you upped, the style of life that you want, and it's like, I can't live like this anymore. I'm a changed person, so now, you know, I'm living like this. I was trying to stay living how I was, but that's just not me anymore. I'm growing, and so it may seem like deception, but it looks like there's some kind of failure, quote unquote, because of this that probably just grew apart, and you could be feeling like a failure because perhaps that. That's the norm for you, but you're breaking patterns of old, right? It's like you get married and or you get a partner, and then you just, you don't get divorced or whatever, right? So, in this case, I think this is just saying that, just make sure to be true to yourself, okay? And know that you're not always deceiving yourself, even if you feel like you are. That's where regret comes in, and we need to forgive ourselves of regret or guilt, right? Because we're always, you know, making a decision that in somebody's eyes it's guilt. So make sure in your eyes it's not that it's authentic and that it's what you really truly desire, okay? And in regards to guilt, it says, I realize any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth, right? So I really feel like it's like you have been feeling guilty for something, right? Like a failure, maybe something didn't work out you thought would. You see, I feel like a lot of heaviness, like, like there was a lot of effort into this relationship, but it was off balance, and this, I just get this kind of lonely, cold feeling. So just release any beliefs that no longer assist you in your soul's growth. So if you are growing in one way and it feels good and you're being guided there and you are, then continue to follow that passion and that love and that feel good, okay? There shouldn't be any indecision when it comes to following the heart's desires. You're like, yes, go where it's the sun, where it feels like, whatever feels good to you, a hot bubble bath or whatever. For me, it's the sun, and most people. I just in general use your intuition. It says I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Okay, so when you're at an indecision, make the decision to use your intuition. Okay, that's your channel message. We do have a honeymoon coming up. It says enjoy the bliss of a holiday together. So apparently you do marry there. I did see the engagement. I saw the past life, and now I'm seeing the honeymoon one. So I putting this over courage because it would mean you're taking the courage, to follow whatever your dream is, whatever your heart is. Okay. So, because I feel like it's being guided. Okay. So now it's up to you to just make that decision that I feel like that you are. Let's see here. What would your divine counterpart like to say to you? If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Yeah, it means love, right? And it's through your heart that gets the gateway through your soul. Rewarding and love. That's beautiful. Friendship. It says that nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Okay, so this is really like guiding you to connect with somebody, so that there can be bonds that grow. Okay, I mean, you can't have an engagement and a honeymoon, with someone if you are not, engaging in some kind of friendship, with them, because they can really act as a support for you, especially if you have a lot, your self-esteem is waning, or they're off balance, so, or you're feeling someone to just share your successes with. So that's, I feel is really beautiful. That is a success, and also would help your self-esteem if you nurtured bonds with other people around you that would likewise put in and nurture into the relationship. Okay, so you don't put into the relationship, it doesn't put into you. It's I put into the relation to you, you to me, and if it's not meant to be. Okay, there's your channel message as well. All right, let's see. Let me see if I got my moon deck here. I do. We got our full moon coming up, I think, like really early in the morning, 5 something. Not sure exactly what time, but it's on the 10th. Some kind of harvest moon. Let's see. So, let's see what we got here. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Okay. So they're wanting you to bring in some love, okay, into the situation. Okay, so that's part of that building bonds thing that was spoke of. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Okay, so yes, you're having troubles around you now, but around the corner, that's not the case. Okay. All right. So we got bring love into the situation. Like it was on the bottom. Right? That's where it went over loneliness and past life relationship, because you have known each other. So possibly connection here, and then bringing love in the relationship versus loneliness. That looks good. And we have believe in the impossible to the very end. Okay, no waning. Okay, like this is a big blue moon, so have the faith and believe in the impossible, like this blue moon, and I promise you, you will prevail. Okay, I promise you. All right, but believe in what? Spirit, and that anything is possible. Okay, anything is possible, but yes, the divine is who helps that to happen. Okay, let me see if there's any other cards that want to come out from the tarot. I know you guys like those tarot cards. So at the moment there are some restrictions, okay, but you are Queen of Pentacles in the making, maybe a mother, feeling a little trapped or anxiety right now. Kind of like your hands are tied, but just know it's not for long, right? You're learning things right now so that you go from this to this, right? Where you're stable, you've got prosperity, responsible, creative, nurturing, okay? Someone concerned with the welfare of others, okay, and not just themselves. A capable woman who is both mother and businesswoman, okay? So all of this is going to transpire, it's going to transform this Mercury retrograde. Oh, yeah, so there's a walking away here, and it says, it just came over here by success. So, I like to see this card as someone's walking in the wrong way, it looks, someone's walking in the right way. It's both the right way, in my opinion, because he's walking towards his Nine of Cups, right? And then that person would be obviously ready, to take on the new relationship. Then, whereas they can't, if they're not in that Nine of Cups. So you're going to have success in your wish fulfillment, in your being self-fulfilled, okay? And, taking away, being successful at letting go, okay? And moving away from anything that, would lead you to have a low self-esteem, okay? Because you're like, that doesn't feel good, I don't want to be around that, but oh, I really like this feels good. So that's the kind of way you have to navigate your heart, because it's the seat of the soul. So you're really looking deeper, you're withdrawing from things that don't serve your soul's growth, okay? And it's like where there was possible disappointments, now there's, successes. And so those successes are going to build up your self-esteem, okay? Build up that self-esteem and help you to remember who you are. I mean, that's why you become independent and self-fulfilled, because you remember who you are, okay? You remember your divinity. okay? And your worth, you know, your self-worth, which, you know, no one can take that from you, right? It can't, you don't decrease in value just because of what other people say or whatever people think. Okay, are there any more cards here for my Virgos? Virgos. All right, that's it. So I see you are making plans here to move away from a situation that's making you feel all of these ways: unbalanced, a failure, overwhelmed, judged, unloved, lonely, and yeah, pretty much like powerlessness. Okay, what are you juggling here? Not sure. You're making plans to do something, so you're trying to make a decision. Should I go? Which way should I go? So I don't know if you're trying to like um, pick a house, pick a person, but it's let me get some more details here. I think you're just transitioning. You're trying to go from one, you know, from one lifestyle to the other, and it feels kind of like, ooh, I'm hot and I'm cold, hot and I'm cold. And it's like, so, and you're gonna get to the point where, you know, it's equal, you know, in your self, right? Balancing the spirituality with the practicality, you know, and giving to yourself generously daily, you know, is what's going to help you to have the courage to get out of the situations that you need to get out of, right? With like the double deceit card, right? So there is deceit in the relationship, which I was already surprised that didn't populate, you know, since now. Like I really kind of just blew over that, not wanting to, trying to make it a different story. But the truth of the matter is that there is some kind of deception that was going on in the relationship. But that's how we learn, right? They're called the mistakes or failures, you know, you want to call whatever you want to call them, but they help your soul grow. So you're thinking about something, and let's see, this planet here is Jupiter. It's about expansion and prosperity. So you're thinking about your prosperity, you're thinking about your expansion. So you could be possibly thinking about money with that Two of Coins, you know, maybe different jobs or business opportunities. Because once your self-esteem grows and you get your courage back, like opportunities just start to magnetize towards you, you know. It's like opportunities, people, you know, everything. So the big thing is letting go right now of this deception. You know, I think that some people are still trapped because they're still in their feelings, right? Instead of the learnings, instead of saying, you know, why did this happen? You know, or complaining about, you know, how hard it was, you know, instead of being grateful and seeing it as something that was offered you something even better, a step up, you know, ascending to a higher level in your spirituality, maturity, you know, emotionally, whatever, you know. So releasing those feelings of going through it and tapping into, oh, but what I have now was so worth it. Okay, something worth waiting for. So to help you get out of that feeling, that's what I would suggest that you do, is to yeah, think about it in the positive way. Okay. um so let's see, there's also this honeymoon card. And it has, looks like that's Saturn, is it? It's, oh no, wait, that's Taurus. Okay, so you're using your intuition here. You may be deciding on which place to honeymoon to go on. Okay, if that's the case. you know, or if you should take that, you know, engagement rune, right? But the cards here do say that it is safe for you to love this person, um, as soon as, you know, there is no, you know, codependency. So once you get to this, I have my self-worth, you know, I'm in this fearless stage, you know, this, I believe in the impossible, renewed, pride, loving yourself, you know, balanced state, then that's, you know, no longer a codependency that you have. Okay, so stay optimistic. That's the main thing. Okay, that will get you far in and of itself. And this card keeps coming up, so I'm telling you, you're going to meet up in the physical, like the other sign I did yesterday, during the season here of Capricorn, which is December 22nd through January 19th. So write that down. I think that's really cool. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you're standing up for your beliefs. Okay, that's where you bring your self-esteem comes in. When you have the courage to stand up for your beliefs, okay, stand up for yourself. Okay, just fighting in your own corner here. Determined and challenged, like I said, focused. Okay, and taking on opposition, you know, like a boss. Okay, you're holding your own there, taking the high roads, maintaining control, you know, and so that's what you need to do. Okay, so just remember you're going to get triggered a lot, and so that this is a big message here for you. Okay, big message. It says taking high road and maintaining control. Okay, because when I see the courage here, I feel fire or anger, so it's like have the courage to take the high road, or to act differently than you normally would towards a trigger in a negative way. Find a better way to do it where you would be celebrating. You would be like, wow, I'm proud of myself for doing that, you know, and acting in that way, even if someone acted, you know, a certain way, you know, cold towards me, right? Because I'm a high priestess, and, you know, I have love from above, channeled messages for myself and others, and you know, I have clarity, you know, on things of a spiritual matter. Okay, and I already know, you know, things that are going to happen. These things that, you know, I show in the cards here. You know, it's going to be you one day, because in this channel you're learning to be the master of your own life, you know, and gain all the tools you need to learn how to follow your own intuition and to be the empress of your life. Okay, and put these as a time in the past, sorrows and scarcity, etc. So it's time to get back on your throne, ladies and gents. Okay, and stop with the, you know, sulking and the battling and just like sitting in the pain. Okay, because when you, I mean, you can sit there and focus all you want, okay, on the pain, and instead of, you know, moving forward and making money, you know, but the opportunities aren't going to show up. You're gonna miss an opportunity. Okay, with an emperor. Okay, do you want that? I don't think so, because that time is coming. It's coming soon, as we talked about, probably by December through January. And we do have some cards here. Sometimes give us some a little bit more markers with dates, or not dates, but like weeks or months or year. But I've been noticing in all the other signs that, you know, that's like the biggest one where I think you meet in the physical, but, you know, you're materializing it here. You're manifesting it here. You're working on yourself here, even if you're not working on that relationship, or you could be doing them both at the same time, you know, but feels like you're just really working on yourself, you know, but you can't help but, you know, feel here that you're not lonely. Like there's some kind of feeling that, you know, you have soul family out there, you know. or a partner, you know, and that's just something that you sense. Okay, romance over success and self-esteem. So you need to realize that your success is coming, romance is coming. I just saw success again. Ask angels, let go, get ready. Abundance, no. So I'm not sure what the no card is about, but I know if you have courage, you will have abundance. So let's figure out what the no card is. So no, oh, I put it over self-esteem. So no, if you have low self-esteem, okay, you're not moving forward to your abundance and your person, okay, and but you will in the near future, okay, possibly that's why it's not until December. So timelines can vary. I mean, there's other cards in here, you know, with different dates on them, not dates, but like within the next few weeks, or for some it could be, you know, either way it's a yes, and it's a an opportunity where you're going to be able to have, you know, a relationship where you can feel confident, you know, trust, balance, harmony, and success, you know, success in all areas, you know, so whatever abundance brings to you. Whatever abundance you want to make, right? We're co-creators, and we are also manifestors. Okay, let's see for my Virgos. Any other cards here? So someone's in bad health, probably some poverty, or either in pain, or lack of, you know, foresight, you know, that not seeing yet the light at the end of the tunnel, like, or feeling the sun, you know, they're still feeling like the lonely and the, you know, unloved or unbalanced or whatever negative, you know, things that you're feeling, and that is what's bringing you to your bedridden, you know, like to be ill or to, you know, miss out on opportunities again. Okay, so like that's what I see for these two cards. I've never seen them that way. Okay, so there is some unexpected income that will be coming at some point, so that looks good for you. I guess that will be in divine timing. Yeah, it looks like it may be from some type of settlement from the courthouse. Okay, 23 or 5 could be important, so you may be changing your relationships, since it goes from loneliness to a past life person after some kind of legal dealings there. All right, anything else from my Kipper? 31 or 4 could be important. Okay, so someone is trying to get their life more stable. Okay, you, them, both. Their health better, you know, become their best self, you know, the best version of yourself, so that when you meet each other, you know, you're in your best health, you're in your best, you bring in your best self to the table. Okay. All right, any more here? Let's see, we got 2 more, and the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, toil and labor. So yeah, someone here is feeling very much like life is very hard, and they're, you know, it looks like it's with this counterpartner, or this of the one that says poverty. It's toil and labor, poverty, and health. So I'm not sure what that is, but that doesn't look like it well, feels good or belongs there. But so that was bottom of the deck, and now income is coming in. The last 2 here is family room, okay, and coffin. Okay, so we're looking at you moving, or You know, this relationship trying to come in, but not until again, you know, taken back your power, and you know, you're becoming your best self. Um, because you have to remember that you possess gifts of the soul that benefit you and others. So when you remember that, then this change can happen, okay? But until then, you know, and if there's any more than one person in the equation, obviously it's a no until then. But definitely not until, you know, you're loving on yourself can you give your best, you know, to um, another person, okay? So you're going to have the courage and want the abundance enough, right? This renewal enough, and love yourself enough, and believe enough, and be sick of the deception enough to let all of that go and bring love into the situation, okay? And that will make this all go away. It will end, nail in the coffin, and that will be end of that cycle. And you know, on to the honeymoon. It's safe to love, engagement, equal give and take, and all that, you know, a loving, deep, bonded, trusting, healthy relationship has to offer. So I hope that anything that I've said has helped you today, and if it has, leave me a comment below. Please like, share, and hit the button below, or the notification bell. Again, my name is Angela. For newcomers, welcome. And for those who have already subscribed, welcome back. And I leave this with you for this evening, okay? And I hope that you can think about these during this full moon, okay, and this Mercury retrograde season, and come out the other side success, okay? Golden. All right, we'll see you on the next. Namaste.